Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and we have a little update on Thor Love and Thunder. Well, as many of you know, the very first trailer for Thor Love and Thunder dropped the other day, and it has fans super duper excited. This is actually the fourth film in the Thor series and the 8th time Chris Hemsworth has appeared as a character. But many parts of that trailer have led to speculation this could very well be his last MCU appearance. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about whether Chris Hemsworth is or isn't leaving the MCU, what the actor said about it, and how we could look to the comic storyline that this film is based on for probably the answer we all want to hear. Now before we dive in though, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, the big giveaway. We're going to give away this Oculus Quest 2 at 50,000 subscribers. All you need to do to get in on your giveaway is be a subscriber and leave us a comment. Also, while you're at it, make sure you check out that free week of skills share down below. It's a pretty great way for you to develop your superhero skills for that never-ending war on crime, all while not diving too deep into your pockets. Plus, it really does help the channel, so we really appreciate it. Well, we got that very first teaser trailer for Thor Love and Thunder, and most fans are pretty excited Chris Hemsworth is back with the axe and ready to take up the role of the God of Thunder once again. Now, there were several parts of this trailer that seemed to indicate he was headed towards retirement. And with the appearance of the mighty Thor, Jane Foster, at the end of the trailer, many people are asking if Chris Hemsworth is actually leaving the MCU. Now, at this point, Hemsworth has played the character 8 times, going all the way back to the first Thor movie in 2011, so he is an absolute staple of the Marvel Universe. Although the teaser is, well, teasing a possible goodbye to Thor Odinson, the actor Chris Hemsworth has made it pretty clear over and over and over again he has no intentions of leaving the role. So, what's going on? Well, if you're familiar with the Jason Aaron run in the comics, you know Jane Foster's time as Thor is limited. We already talked about a health affliction that's been confirmed for the movie, and in the comics she eventually does return the mantle to Odinson. I think this probably gives us a clear idea of what's going on. Now, even though most of the original Avengers are either now retired or dead, I actually think Hemsworth's Thor is going to live on. The movie is teasing somewhat of a retirement, and I actually think that scene with Thor sitting under that tree, that's actually the end of the movie, and he's sitting there at peace once again, enjoying what should be his retirement. Now I actually think that scene is going to drop quite the interesting return of another character. We'll save that for another time, but I don't think this will spell the end of him at all. There is a direct possibility Thor could actually perish in this movie. Remember, he's facing Gorr the God Butcher, and that character has no problems laying waste to divine beings. Gorr is a formidable villain, and I actually think it's going to take the combined effort of both Thors along with Valkyrie and the Guardians to eventually bring him down, but the threat is real, and although I find it very unlikely they killed off Chris Hemsworth's character, it should be kept on the table for fans because it is a distinct possibility of something that could happen in the MCU. As for the mighty Thor, I honestly believe Natalie Portman probably re-signed for 2 or 3 movies, probably having her show up in this Thor movie, another Thor movie, and quite possibly an Avengers film. At this point, she'll probably succumb to that health issue we were talking about, returning the mantle to Odinson and allowing Chris Hemsworth's character to live on in the MCU. Now, this doesn't mean he won't be taking a break. Hemsworth has been Thor 8 times going back to 2011. This means very rarely was there a break, and minus COVID, many of these films have been back to back. I think he's just simply going to take a break for a little while. Marvel will let him stew a little bit out on his own, only to have him return in some big event film down the road, probably with lots of fanfare and hype. What project this is, I have no idea. If I was picking one, I would pick the long-rumored Secret Wars, which very well could see the return of several other original characters, but that's all rumor and speculation, so we'll have to see what happens. In any case, I think we're going to get to spend lots more time with Chris Hemsworth as Thor Odinson. We're just going to have to be patient for a little while, and maybe give the Jane Foster version a chance for a few years. What do you guys think? Do you think Chris Hemsworth's time as Thor Odinson is done in the MCU? Or do you think this is going to be a little break and we'll see some sort of triumphant return of Thor in the near future? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.